So let's play with Edge TX and OXS to dynamically store the values of the master gain inside the handset. So for this, there are plenty options. The first one being to use global variable, but I prefer using a Lua script that will be activated with a special function. So my Lua script is named GIY, like Gyro Master Gain.lua. It has three functions. The first one in it is not needed. The last one, background, is not needed. Only the function run is used, and this function run will be activated periodically by the HTX system. So it's very basic. You get the output definition of channel 13. 13 in HTX is 12, 13 minus 1. You read the output for the channel 13, which is the gyro mode and gain switch. So it gives everything is read into a table, a kind of structure. You read the value of the SC switch, the SC being the switch which activates the gyro mode and gain channel. Mind that you have to write it in lowercase. You read the value also of the S2 potentiometer. Itself has to be written in lowercase. You make a kind of function transfer in order to convert it in values in the range of plus minus 100%. And then the logic is very basic. If the switch C is in the old position, you have to modify the old gain. And the old gain is given by the value of the potentiometer, of S2, the value. If it is positive, then you are in the right side of the potentiometer, otherwise you skip. And once you have got the value, you multiply by 10 because the table max value is coded with the LSB of 0.1%. And you update the table inside the model output. And the same if your switch C is in the lower part, lower than -5. There is a mistake here. Lower than -5. -5. Then you set the gyro rate gain with the same kind of logic. That's all. And you have to uplink this inside the script directory of your SD card, and it will be activated by a special function. Let's check this inside the handset. I hope it is not fuzzy. Let's switch on this radio. And go inside the model, and you see here a special function 4. I edit it, so it is activated by this switch. When I switch this switch to the middle position, I will run a Lua script whose name is GY master gain, gyro master gain. And the repeat function is on, so that the system will periodically activate this function. Okay, now if we look what it is doing, let's just check that when I switch, you see that the Lua script special function is activated. If I now go to the outputs for the channel 13 are here. You see that right now my gains are -29 and plus 100. If I activate the old mode, you see that it is using the max value as gain. If I do that, SA to the bottom, to the middle position, and I rotate my switch here, you see that the gain is decreasing. If I up to 0, to 1%, if I go to the negative part, there is no effect because the Lua script is filtering this. So let's say, for instance, I will put it at 30% in flight. Then once I do this, and if I refresh, you see that it has taken the value 29.29. The same for the other part, I mean the negative part. If I do that, I go to the negative part, I activate this, and you see that I am in the range of 70%. And then I can hold it, store it, and it has taken the value we have programmed. This is how I perform the change of the gain value for the gyro of OXS. Now we get here a very nice system that I will use in a vector kite, which is a kind of mixing. There is here a motor and a propeller. It can then steer the direction of the thrust. If it is mixed, of course, if I do this, you see that it is rotating right, left. If I do that, it is up, down. Now, if I put it, the gyro here in function, I set it the rate mode. If I move, you see that it is compensating and coming back to the neutral position once the speed, the angular rate speed, has been damped. Here we get a very strong gain. I will modify the gain I activate the switch SA. I then rotate my potentiometer in the negative ranges. For instance, here a very low gain of 30%. And you see that it is the effect of the gyro is damped because the master gain has been set to 29. I don't know if you see it. Yes, 29 minus 29 for the rate mode. If we do the same for the other mode, the old mode, we left the switch in the left direction. I mean the minus directions. It has no effect until I go to the right. And when I go to the right, you will see that we increase the effect because the gain is bigger. Okay, I decrease, I increase in flight. That's all. We get a very nice device with OXS.